G'day guys, welcome to the round 16 review for Supercoach 2021. Now before I get into this one, I just want to give a massive shout out to Cooper, who recognised me on Saturday night. We had a bit of a laugh. He tunes into the channel, so mate, I appreciate you jumping on board and getting around it. It's absolutely huge, and yeah, got plenty more content to come. So yeah, it's much appreciated. It's the second time that's happened where a subscriber or viewer has recognised me in public. So yeah, unreal stuff, mate, and yeah, I really do appreciate that. Round 16 for me was, well, arguably a massive howler, and the league wins shows it all. 0 out of 7, if you don't mind. I got very arrogant and cocky with the captaincy, and you will see that. Momentarily, I almost took the piss, and rightly so. It backfired immensely, but yeah, 2,251 is not a good score at this point in time. And we have a massive problem in the forward line, especially with the rookies. I don't know when the next one's going to come. It's costing me every single week, and it might actually have a huge toll on whether or not I finish my side or not. It's another story. I might have to hold off upgrading for quite a while. I definitely will this week, but I'll still have probably a rookie on field for a few weeks at least, and that's if I do get one, because obviously I've had to trade out Jimmy Madden. That's a bit of a shit show, and well, Briggsy didn't play, and I did another move that wasn't really that good, and I did get a donut, unfortunately. So just when things were looking really good, well, we've dropped 1,173 spots. So yeah, quite disappointing. We'll have a look at the side, and I'm actually really happy with it. I think I've traded well. I've got all the big guns, but I've got 2 rookies on field, and that's costing me points virtually every single week, but it's not much I can do about it. I thought we'd get some good rookies coming in for sure, but that's another story. The fence was really good. I mean, nothing huge. Stephen May was massive, the best scorer down there. So yeah, just a solid defence, and the only one I'd really have, there would be Mills, but if I could swap Mills for Short, that'd be ideal, and I'd be absolutely wrapped to that. So yeah, defence has been pretty good. In the midfield, well, there it is. The captain on Bonampally. Who did I VC? You guys will find out later on in the video, and yes, he is in the forward line, obviously. It was such a shit move. I did it because I was just like, I'm just going to end up captaining Bonampally anyway, and if I could have my chance again, I would, and I just chucked the VC on Steele, like someone that's capable of scoring really respectably, because I don't know what happened with Bonampally. It was almost like every time the ball went near him, it kind of just spilled out of his hands, or someone took it off him, maybe a few turnovers. It just wasn't his day, unfortunately, and I thought the Dogs would pretty much smash the Roos, but it wasn't really the case. They got over the line, but it was just one they had to sort of get out of the way. The non-owners will just be, massive sigh of relief there. So, yeah, Bonampally was so disappointing for me, and yeah, he's made me pay, and that's the Supercoach gods striking again, because I got so cocky, and yeah, I probably deserved that, in all honesty. So, bit of a pain, and yeah, Jack Steele was really solid. McRae was good. Lyons, this midfield's so good. Other than Oliver, not a whole lot went wrong for me. I'm so wrapped with the midfield, and yeah, I wouldn't have anyone else in there but Parrish. I mean, who saw this coming? Another 40 plus disposals from him. I'm pretty sure it's the 5th time this season he's had 40 plus disposals. Probably a massive smoky for the Brownlow alongside Bont and Wines. So yeah, Darcy Parish is putting together an All-Australian season, and he's the one bloke that is costing me. And I don't have Dangerfield either, and those two went 180 plus, so that's another reason I plummeted quite a fair bit in the rankings. We'll have a look at the forward line. Ruck's obviously same thing, different week type dilemma, and here is where the problems begin. Now, it looks good, doesn't it? I mean, Zeevel, Hall, fantastic, unbelievable. And then VC Dustin Martin, because I took the piss. I thought, look, he could just explode tonight, but I doubt it. I mean, it was just one of those things where I had a perfect backup. And I did say in the Sword Play podcast with DR that I kind of want my VC to fail so I can just captain Bont, because I know he's going to absolutely tear it up. And that was just absolutely not the case, was it? So because I did that, I wasn't sensible. I didn't use my VC productively, and it's made me pay. So as a result, I cop an 80 odd captaincy and wasn't much better than Dusty. So yeah, I definitely deserve that, and it's a lesson learned, and it won't happen again. So yeah, just when I needed to sort of step up a bit, I haven't prevailed. Nick Hind, he's fine. He's just one of those blokes who'll be sold week in, week out, and 87's about par from him, I would imagine. CCJ, get out of my side. Oh my God, he just had to bloody fuck it up now, didn't he? The problem is with CCJ is his job security is terrible with Rewell and Lynch. But not only that, I just needed 10, 15k out of him, and I would have been able to get Dangerfield. And of course, Dangerfield scores 180, and of course, CCJ scores 5. I could probably still get Dangerfield if I downgrade, but I only get 30k, and the rookies are terrible, so I might have to look for a bit of value. This one hurt quite a lot, but not as much as the next one, and that is Eddie Ford. Now, you guys might be thinking, Spills, what are you doing with Eddie Ford in your team? And this is me scrambling to not get a donut on field. I got Madden, Briggs, Bosman, Volagi. What do you do? So I tried to get a rookie. I went super early on Ford, obviously. I did so much research in who was playing. DR told me that he was quite hyped up over the off-season, and yeah, it so happened that he was making his debut. Little did I know he was the medical sub after I'd already traded him in, which, look, I thought he'd still get a bit of a run. I saw like a speech in the rooms presenting him with his Guernsey, and there was a post like on the Instagram page for North Melbourne. So, of course, I thought he was going to get a run. Didn't at all, and that one really hurt me quite a lot. So yeah, it's not even a buy round, and I cop a donut. So I'm absolutely spewing with that, and all I can do now is just have me fingers crossed that Briggs gets a run, or there's someone that's definitely making their debut and gonna be a field option. I can't get anyone in there. I don't have DPP, so it's just costs me week in, week out, and these are the things that really tick you off as a coach. So that leaves me with my trades now. CCJ's got to go for obvious reasons, and well, I wanted Bailey Dale, and I was going to do this with one trade. One trade to Dale I had the money in the bank, and it's worked out not bad, but then it didn't because, well, CCJ's dropped in price like so inconveniently, and Dale had a good game, and I'm about 10k short for him, so I've got to actually double downgrade. So yeah, it's pretty annoying nonetheless. So I haven't got my trades worked out yet. I'm not going to do them at the moment, but it'll be one or the other. So I'll either trade out CCJ and then Bosman Volagi. So I would get Bailey Dale and hopefully a rookie that's, fingers crossed, making their debut, or just a 102k loophole kind of rookie. Save as much coin as I can if Briggs is named, and I'll be able to get Dangerfield quite comfortably. If I do that, I'll just have 30k. Or I can do the exact same thing, but instead of Dangerfield, get in Bailey Dale and then bank, I think it's like 80k. So, which is probably a smarter move because, look, Dale still scored 111, which is quite ideal. But Dangerfield will be so handy. After a 180, he's going to go up in coin, and a lot of blokes are jumping on him. We'll check his ownership at the moment in terms of how many people have traded him in. He'd be, definitely the highest, and 15% of the comp have traded him in this week. So, yeah, that's one that I really don't want to miss out on, and at the same time, don't want to pay up for him because this is all I've got left. Edwards, Newcomb, and Bianco. So, where are the rookies coming from? I'm not sure, so I might have to just roll the dice on one or the other. I'm not sure. I'll speak to DR about it. I'll touch a bit more on these options in the Saw Play podcast because I just haven't made up my mind yet. But it still looks good with Danger in the side. I think my projected scores nearly 2,600, and that's with a rookie on field. So that just goes to show how good this team actually is. Just super stiff with rookies. They're just dead, aren't they? There's not really a whole lot I can do about it. So we'll see how we go. It's 100% going to be Danger or Dale. Just haven't made up my mind yet. But look, I'll leave it there, guys. I'll talk a bit more, obviously, in the Sword Play podcast. There's not really a whole lot to discuss, being sort of the twilight of the season. Finals isn't too far away, so yeah, everyone's sort of just about used all their trades and finished their sides, other than me, obviously. But yeah, we'll just leave it there, guys. As always, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video.